I mean, was it cold this morning? No? No, okay. Maybe it was just me. All right, we got a great assembly for you this morning. Today's theme is truth. We want to get grounded in truth, meaning we really want to come to understand, well, of course, most important, God's truth, the things that He says, that He wants us to hang on to and believe. And so we're going to learn about that this morning. You know, there's a team that's going to come out here, and they're going to show us a really cool story here, just a little bit. And we're going to see also, of course, this morning the continuation of the Knights of the King. And I just love, there's so much, you guys, there's so much. There's just so much to watch and to take in and to learn from as we watch the assemblies together. And I love these songs that we're doing. I love how they talk about just praising God and being free from things that are holding us back. And so that's just something I'm really hoping for and praying for all of us this week, that when we come to the end of the week, we'll say, yep, that thing that used to really bother me or make me afraid, it's gone. Let's believe for that together, okay? All right. Here on the stage, and it's they like to tell us true stories about the Bible. They are appropriately known as the hashtag, I didn't tell you this yesterday, the hashtag true story. So I don't know if they have a Twitter feed or an Instagram feed, but maybe you guys could take pictures and start one. But let's hear it for hashtag true story.
Slumber party again. All right, girls, calm down, calm down. Do you guys even get a chance to brush your teeth?
Oh, yes, we did.
Good.
I remember this one time that I said I brushed my teeth, but I didn't. And I told my dad that I didn't tell the truth. And then my dad said, it's okay, because when you tell the truth, God always protects you, so tell the truth. And now, guess what? I don't have to be afraid to tell the truth to God or to my dad.
Oh. That is awesome, Buffy. That so reminds me of a story of 3 guys that had to tell the truth, and God totally protected them.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good Bible story. Let me read it to you.
Well, let's hear it.
All right. So 3 guys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, had to meet this king, and this king made a huge statue of himself, and everybody had to go and worship the huge statue whenever they heard the music.
Was it big? Was it this big?
It was a king, and like I said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego all had to worship him when they heard that special music. Can you guys imagine how they must have felt when they heard the music and they were supposed to worship that statue? But God protected them.
He did?
So just imagine how you would have felt.
Big trouble.
Big trouble.
Big trouble. Big trouble. Like 100 years in timeouts.
Big trouble.
Kind of
just
trouble.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Oh
my goodness.
We're supposed to worship that statue? We're supposed to worship only God.
Yeah, God takes care of us.
That's right. That's right.
I don't hear it anymore.
I don't hear it anymore.
Hey, King, over there. These guys aren't bowing down to the statue. King.
Oh, well.
What's all that about? Are you deaf?
No.
Why are you not bowing down and worshiping my statue? Did you not hear the music?
That music?
Yes, that music.
Oh, the bow down and worship statue music?
Yes.
Yeah, we heard it.
We heard it. I heard it. We all heard it.
Then why are you not bowing down and worshiping my statue?
Oh,
Isn't it nice music?
yeah, that music reminds me of it. It is very nice music. It's a bit reminiscent of a Sousa march, but It has distinct modern overtones. Oh, and it's built on a 4/4 cadence. Oh, and
It's not just nice music. It's the hey everybody, it's time to bow down and worship my statue music.
Yeah.
Well, we can't bow down to your statue. Our God tells you that we have to worship Him.
Only God. We worship only God. Sorry.
You can bow down and worship my statue.
actually, Your Higher than Highness, we can't because we worship God, and God tells us not to bow down to that statue.
Ah, ba 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 ba.
I can hurt you.
Can you hurt us?
No, I know you said you know.
Okay. Oh, you should, yeah.
I know you said you know when to bow down and worship my music. You said that you know. And now it's the time to do it. Why are you not bowing down and worshiping my statue music?
Because you were like a king or something?
Because there's no one.
Do you hear the music?
Yes.
Great.
I am the greatest king ever, and there is no one greater than me.
Then I.
Never mind the grammar lesson. I am the king.
All right then.
Okay, well, I guess you're just gonna
You have to throw us into fire. Yeah.
furnace.
I can hurt you. I can throw you in the fiery furnace until you are done, all done, well done, burnt to a crisp. Can your God save you from that?
Matter of fact, He can.
He can.
Yep,
he does
he
that.
can.
Doesn't he, Mesha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, by the pattern of God's behavior, He will save us.
You would rather go in the fiery furnace than worship my statue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your God is that powerful.
Yes, He would believe that.
And if he doesn't,
Oh.
well,
If he is, I will worship him. If not,
Okay.
that's it. Take him away. Throw him in the fiery furnace.
woo! All right, let's go. Let's go then. Ooh, that's nice. It's warm in here. Oh, my eyeballs are singeing. Nice and warm.
Back
It
here.
feels nice and
You can roast a turkey in there.
so nice. After the morning fog. Very nice.
It's good for
Well,
my
that
complexion.
was interesting.
Indeed, the temperature of that furnace should have incinerated us as instantly, if not
Look
sooner.
very good for a fried fillet.
Not cooked, not even smoked.
But who's that guy I saw in there with you?
Well, our God protected us.
Yes, he did. Huh? He sure did. Viking.
Wow. That was very interesting. Though I threw them into the fiery furnace and made it hotter than hot, their God still protected them. I guess I'm not the greatest. The God of Meshach, Abednego, and Shadrach is the greatest. And nobody will ever say anything bad about him again.
Whoa, that was intense.
Yeah, Dad, what happened?
That was a huge story, wasn't it?
It was.
So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, because they told the truth and because they honored God and wouldn't bow down to the king's false statue, then God protected them because they told the truth and they only worshiped God.
But who was that fourth guy that the king was talking about?
Yeah.
Was it Jesus?
So the Bible says it was a son of God. So it could have been Jesus or it could have been an angel. But either way, God was with them and he protected them and kept them safe because they told the truth and they honored God.
God is awesome.
He is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, girls, why don't you guys go to
Okay.
sleep? And it's time for bed. All right?
Good night, Miss
Good night,
Rainey's
guys.
dad.
Baby's dad.
All right, let's hear it for hashtag True Story. Who's familiar with that story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Have you ever heard there's a song too? Maybe we should bring the song out here one of these days to play it for you. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like almost like a swing dance kind of sounding song. We'll have to listen to that maybe sometime. We'll see. But boys and girls, we're gonna hear some more of our main script story in just a little bit. But right now, I want to find out: is there anybody who has a team cheer already? Is ready to go? Well, you got to hold up your flags because I can't see. All right, Juniper was one of the first that I saw for the boys, and Primrose, come down onto the VBS stage. And as other teams get called up, boys and girls, can we give them a big applause? Because there may be a time when you're coming down to the stage and you're going to want people to cheer for you as well. All right. We got Juniper and Primrose coming down. How's it going, boys? All right, come on down over here because this mic cable isn't very long. So I love the banner, your flag, first of all. How are you guys doing? Are you having fun at VBS so far this week? Yeah. All right. So it sounds to me like you're ready to go with the team cheer. Would you like me to count it off, or do you guys got it? We got it. You got it? Okay. All right.
Juniper, Juniper, we love you. Juniper, Juniper, strong and true. Go Team Juniper!
All right, Team Juniper. Thank you, boys. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys later on. All right, girls, how are we doing? Primrose, love the name. It's a beautiful flower, I'm sure. Let me take a look at it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that really a primrose? Yes. I'll tell you what. Whoever's going to hold the flag, stand in the back, and that way everybody can see you. And do you girls need me to count anything off?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you do? Oh, thank you. All right. Okay, I'm going to count. How about on 3? Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Primrose, primrose, that's our flower. Primrose. Go Primrose!
All right, Team Primrose. Thank you, girls. You can go ahead and return to your seats. All right, boys and girls, the reality is we probably won't be able to get every single team down here this week, but I will definitely try to make room during our assemblies for you guys to come down. You can put your flags down right now. Right now, we're going to see a continuation of a story that we've seen unfold over the last couple of assemblies, and it's a group of knights. It's a group of knights. I know you guys are excited about the knights. I've heard lots of kids talking about them. The Knights of the King. I want to tell you a couple things real quick before I invite them out onto the stage. First of all, you have the knights. Okay, we learned their names yesterday. Second, you have a guy named Da Vinci who goes, and then he comes out on stage, announces himself, and runs off stage, and then comes back. It's pretty funny. I don't know if you guys got that, but that's pretty funny. Then he's the guy who's like a messenger. He knows the good news of God. He's grounded in truth, and he's helping the knights as they go along throughout their week, helping this Loveless the Lonely, helping him understand more about who God is and what God thinks about him. But also, I didn't talk about this other character yesterday. There's a false knight, kind of a villainous type of a guy who comes out, and he tells, what is he telling them? Kind of telling them lies, or saying things to confuse them, or distract them, or to get them off track. So pay close attention to what the false knight says as we continue to watch these assemblies this week. All right, let's welcome to the VBS stage the Knights of the King.
The 4 noble knights, along with Loveless and Lonely, who would not be lonely for long, headed back to the round table. They were merry, having gained a new friend. As they journeyed along, they began to tell Loveless the stories of how the king had changed their lives. On this day, in this very spot, Veritasha the Sure told hers.
Devontae should be here any minute.
While we are waiting, we should teach our new friend our charge.
Yes, please.
Okay, so rooted in love, grounded in truth,
built up in forgiveness,
proud of thankfulness.
All right, I think I've got it. Let's see. Rooted in love.
Yeah, you got it.
Grounded in truth.
That's right.
Built up in forgiveness and grounded in thankfulness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Good job.
But there's still a lot I don't quite understand.
What is that?
Well, grounded in truth. What does that mean?
Let me tell you a story.
I love stories. Whenever someone says, let me tell you a story.
Okay.
Let us try.
Okay.
Let me tell you a story.
Got it.
There was once a young girl named Tabitha the Timid. She was afraid of a lot of things. She was afraid of being alone and especially afraid of the dark. She would lay in bed at night and shut her eyes really tight, trying not to think of the scary dragon stories that other nightlings were always telling. But no matter what, she couldn't stop herself from being afraid. She would pull the covers over her head and wait for morning to come.
So what happened?
Tabitha told her teacher from the Knights and Training Academy. Her teacher listened to all of Tabitha's troubles and asked her if she knew about God. She didn't. The teacher told her that she didn't have to be afraid.
What? Why not?
That's exactly what Tabitha asked. The teacher said it was because God loved her.
I do love a good story. So, is the same God in the story the same God you've been telling me about?
It is. Tabitha's teacher told her that she would never be alone, even if there wasn't anyone else around, and that she didn't need to be afraid of dragons or anything else that was real or just in her imagination.
So, she wasn't afraid?
Still times, even now, when she's unsure of things. But that's when she holds on to the truth that she knows, that the king is always with her, ready to love her, help her, and protect her.
Hold on. Was that girl you?
You guessed it.
But your name is Veritosha the Shirt.
It certainly is. When I accepted God's love and truth into my heart, I was given a new name. See, God hadn't created me to be timid. He created me to be sure of Him and sure of who I am. He changed my name so that I would know that through Him, I'm always who I was meant to be.
Announcing the harpist of all heralds, the bearer of all newsworthy news, the cream of the crier crop, Devanchi, messenger of the king.
Devanchi!
Did he just announce himself?
Yep. Ah, my friends, we meet again. And Loveless the Lonely, it's so good to see you in such fine company. You are most welcome here. Oh, nice threads too.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, well, so you've been hearing the night stories? Ah, it is just as the king had wished. Come, let us dine together, and you can tell me everything.
Sweet. This time I was hoping we would have some sort of interaction. My baguette is down to the size of a tiny crouton now.
Oh, good waiter. We'd like to order a ye old combo pizza, please.
What else do I want? Yes, and a side of yield garlic knots.
And I think I would have a yield Pepsi.
A yield diet or yield original?
Original, please. Yeah, can I have a salad? All the croutons. Already have one.
Right. So I got one yield combo, one yield garlic knots, yeah. One yield salad, and the old regular Pepsis all around.
Yeah. Give me a new salad. New?
It'll be ye old.
Nope, it's not happening. Nope.
This is now I can sit and watch and listen while they make all their plans to save and advance the kingdom.
I make milking cows in my free time.
Oh, and waiter, we'll take it all in a ye old to-go box.
Ah, foiled again.
With their pizza in hand and the false knight left to clean the dirty dishes, the knights set out for a pleasant lunch under the trees to refuel their energy and await instructions from the king.
All right. Well, it'll be interesting to see how this story unfolds this afternoon. These knights and this disguised false knight in there. Hey, you know what? I'm going to tell you some information. I have an announcement to make that I've forgotten to do the last 3 times I've come out here. And that announcement is just on a practical note that there is a silver 4Runner with its hazard lights flashing. I'm sorry I didn't tell you that sooner. I hope your battery isn't drained by now. Yes, I think this is at least the 4th time I've come out here and I forgot to tell you that. There are a lot of details to keep in mind when you're up here as the MC. Boys and girls, our theme for this week, I want to read it to you actually because I kind of mentioned it towards the end of the assembly yesterday and didn't really take time to explain it. But we have a theme, we have a daily theme here. Today we're grounded in truth. Yesterday was all about God's love. But there's a theme for the overall week of VBS and it's from Colossians 2:7. And I want us to think about this verse as we continue to watch the assemblies and learn things about God this week. It says, have your roots planted deep in Christ. Grow in him, get your strength from him, and let him make you strong in the faith. And here's another theme that I want to explain to you that's important in VBS and in our lives in God. We'll see that there are, in some of the other verses that we're looking at, there's really something in there about a choice that we get to make. God doesn't come in and just kind of do stuff to us, usually, right? He really waits for us to invite him and to choose to pray to him, to choose to believe that his words are true. And that's a wonderful thing because he loves us so much, he gives us that ability to choose. And so think about that with me this week. As we learn these verses, as we watch these stories, we get to choose to believe that they are true. Well, right now we're going to hear, or we're going to see another illustration, another object lesson. So, hey, let's hear it for Doc Shanny's Science Lab.
Shanny's Science Lab. Shanny's Science Lab.
Yay! Good morning, you guys. All right, who can tell me what we're learning about this morning? Growing strong in truth. Growing strong in truth. So, today we are going to play with something called hydrophobic sand. What? Hydrophobic. So, when I was little, my dad had me learn something called Greek and Latin roots. It's quite exciting. Not really, but it really served me well. Hydro means water, and phobic means fear or fearful. So it's water-fearing sand. What? If you Google magic sand, you'll find it. It's not really magical. It's coated in something called a polymer. It's actually coated in PFBS. It's in what they make Scotchgard. If you guys ever use Scotchgard, there's this really cool video. This guy sprays his pants. Maybe you guys you should ask your parents before you do this. But Jaden knows. Asher knows. You spray your pants with Scotchgard, and then you pour stuff on it, and it doesn't soak in.
So PFBS.
PFBS. It's perfluorobutane sulfonic acid.
Yeah.
It's a polymer. It doesn't let water go through. So I'm going to put some gloves on. All right. So feel this sand. Is it dry? Is the sand dry?
Yeah, that's some dry sand.
Really dry sand.
This is dry. There is no water. There's no water in here at all.
Right? So what happens when sand gets wet? Do you guys know? It sticks together, right? Sand sticks together when it gets wet. So this sand is not really sticking together, right? Okay, so we're going to put it in their water. And look at the cool things it makes. It makes like really cool sand castles, kind of. Really awesome? So cool. All right, so there's all that sand in there. Do you want to dump one of these bags of sand in there? Yeah. So cool.
Look what we made.
In there. So cool.
Science.
Science.
Make sure to wear safety goggles. I got 2. One to protect me from stuff and one to protect me from my safety goggles.
All right, so this sand looks like it's wet, right? I mean, it's really in water.
It's in there.
All right, so I'm gonna pick it up. Ooh, I can kind of form it into like a sand castle. See, cool. That's my sandcastle talents right there. So cool. All right, so.
What?
Do you want to just take?
My mind is so blown.
All right, so we're gonna take some out here, and we're gonna see if it's wet, but it's not. It's dry. Isn't that cool?
Dry.
Here, touch it. Is it wet?
No, that's just as dry as when we first looked at it. My hands are wet though.
So pretty.
Should have worn gloves.
All right, so we're learning about truth today, and the cool thing about God's truth is we can hold on to it no matter what. No matter what the circumstances say, even if we should be scared, if everything tells us we should be scared, if everything tells us we should be panicked, or whatever it is, no matter what God's truth is always the same. So
Shani, so let me get this straight. So what you're saying to me is that the water is like lies and the sand is like truth. And no matter how much water or lies you put in the sand, it never sticks to it. They never mix as long as you have the truth there.
God's truth is always true no matter what life says. If life is a pitcher of water, you're never going to be wet.
That's beyond me.
Okay, so this afternoon you guys will get to play with this hydrophobic sand. And I'll see you guys around. Bye!
Was that a cool illustration or what? Hydrophobic sand, who would have thought? I love Doc Shanny's Science Lab. I think these illustrations are so helpful for us. And I love I'm going to hold in that image in my mind of Doc Shanny picking up that sand and just grabbing onto it with her hand. Of course, it fell out of her hand. It's kind of hard to hold sand, right? But God's truth is something that we're really meant to hold on to. And that's what our verse this morning says. It's Proverbs 3. Is that right? Proverbs 3:13. Thank you. So there is really, once again, as I was saying before, there's really like a choice that we get to have. God doesn't force his truth on us, but his truth is out there. And it's not really up for debate. Jesus said, whoever is on the side of truth listens to me. And you know what? There are a lot of ideas out there that aren't the same ideas that God speaks to us in the Bible. So we have a choice to make. Do we believe in God's truth? But I love the verse for today. Do not let kindness and truth leave you. Say kindness. Kindness. Put out your left hand. Say kindness. Kindness. Put out your right hand. Say truth. Truth. Kindness and truth. Kindness. Say it with me. Kindness and truth. Kindness and put them together. Do not let kindness and truth leave you. Bind them around your neck or hang them around your neck like some of you guys have lanyards on, some of you SWATs and team leaders, or maybe you have a necklace. And write it on your heart. Not with a pen. Don't go writing on your heart a little bit later with this verse. But think about it, that we want to keep this verse and these promises close to our heart because God gives us truth and he gives us that truth with kindness. And the Bible tells us that his kindness is actually what helps us to come to him, even when we feel like maybe we're afraid to do that. We're going to wrap up our morning assemblies, but not before I invite Michael Martinez down to the VBS stage. Michael.
Ow! Good morning, everybody. Woo! Good morning. Can I do something real fast here? Can I take a picture of all you? And then I'll post it on Facebook and you guys can look at it, okay? So you guys can make silly faces if you want. Ready? I'm going to start over here. Okay, I got it.
They're so quiet.
I know you guys got quiet. That was awesome.
Because you said a picture, not a video, I guess.
Yeah, I said a picture, not a video. That's true. Okay. Hi, everyone. You know what? Let's do a video.